ride. The love doctor tell you how to get the Ichabod. Crane, Adam, Rum, Kyrie, Wayne. How do they maintain when they clinically insane? We keep it so metal that we speaking your refrain. Adam stories got a point if you let them explain. It's the pun of all puns, get a plan with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh yeah!
And welcome back to the Metalhead of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and the beeping machine, and you know the other gentlemen who they are. Just say their names, motherfuckers, and get it over with.
I'm the Rum Guy.
And I'm Adam Santino.
Two of the most lively people on the internet. Right now, right here in your faces, gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about.
I got something to be excited about.
You do?
How about that election?
You fucking asshole. I profess that I would not talk about that on this show. And anything on this show today, I will get rid of it.
You don't hear anything about it, so.
Yeah. It's a moot point.
Anyway.
That's okay. If people want to hear what I think about the election, I'll be making videos, hopefully, in the next couple of days.
Oh, Jesus. Really? Do you have to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I feel like it. Or we can talk. Yeah, I don't have to do it. We can talk about it right now.
No, we don't need to talk about it. Everybody knows about it. It's a bunch of assholes. Who fucking cares?
A lot of shit that people don't seem to understand about it, actually. But I was kidding about talking about it right now.
God.
Yeah, let's not. Wayne, why'd you?
But I do think it's funny that I said I'll do it somewhere else, and you're like, no.
No, I'm just like, do you have to? I mean.
Yes,
fuck
I
these.
do.
Who gives a fuck about those people, dude? Nobody.
Literally the entire world?
No, I mean like the people who don't understand. I'm not talking about the two assholes running.
That's like 70% of people out there.
I know.
You know what happens when assholes run? It's called diarrhea. Yeah,
you got to stop.
Happens.
Obvious. Seriously, you got to put a little bit of effort into it. Jesus Christ.
But anyway,
speaking of like politicians, Prince Harry is banging a seriously hot chick.
Yes, she is. She's very hot.
Are we sure it's a girl?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's
believe me, 100% woman.
It's definitely not any of those little letters and numbers and beeps and stuff that they talk about nowadays.
And apparently, like, it's a little bit controversial because I don't think she's actually black. I think she's mixed race. Well, I mean, which she would be partially black, but she's her name's no, that's Ice-T's wife, and she's white.
And she's white. Yeah, what conundrum.
Now, her name's Meghan Markle. She's an actress on a USA show called Suits, and
what's it called?
Suits.
Oh, I thought it was called Suits.
That's fucked up, Rome, right there. You know, the poor man was trying to get something out, and then you had to pull it out.
Sorry. Well, that's what I do. I pull it out.
No, it's okay. We can talk about something else. Apparently,
no, I like it.
No, I want to know about Suits, actually.
You sound really excited.
I am, because I want to know what Suits is all about.
Well, here's a question.
Really about Suits. It's about the chick.
No, it's how did you find out that Prince Harry is dating this amazing apparent woman?
Oh, well, I have like this superpower called Facebook.
I was going to say, this is a thing called internet.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, were you just sitting there, were you like watching TV or eating a banana or maybe cutting into a grapefruit going,
I was doing
Prince Harry is...
I was doing through all three of those things at the same time.
Who's Prince Harry dating nowadays? Gosh, some days I just, I want to feel like a teenage girl. Who's he dating? And then you watch your team beat, and I thought maybe that's what happened.
I was really grateful to Rum for sending me cookies a few days ago. Now I feel like he owes me more cookies.
I'll have to send you more cookies. I apologize. It's been a day, Adam. You know how it goes.
I understand.
You never are down, man. You're always upbeat.
Right now it's a night.
Well, it depends when you're listening to this.
I'm sick of people telling me I sound down all the time.
Well,
what the fuck is wrong with all you people?
Get some. You do.
You know, it's not wrong with us, man. It's we're actually concerned friends, and when you come on the stuff and you're like, hey, we kind of just think maybe something was wrong. It's not like I
gotta be peppy all the time. I gotta be super excited. I gotta walk in like, hey,
I have to be.
Technically,
sometimes
you don't
I'm
have
on
to
fire,
be that way.
literally, and I still have to be nice.
You're on fire because you're accident prone, and there was probably like chemicals near you. You're like the Joker, but your hair doesn't turn green; it just burns off.
Wow, that's really kind of crafty Joker.
See, technically, it wasn't the fact that you have to be peppy all the time.
No, don't be peppy.
It's the fact that when you come across like, sometimes we think, well, maybe something's wrong. Let's ask Adam. We're concerned. We're your friends.
Asked me if something was wrong. I was like, no.
And I was like, okay.
No. You went. No.
I was masturbating at the time.
Oh well.
He was finishing.
Just say that.
I completely understand.
Well, were you depressed about that?
No, I'm pretty good at it actually.
Well, because if you still sounded depressed about it,
my technique is pretty outstanding, to be honest with you.
Oh, good. Well, there
here's
you are.
practice.
Okay, everybody, something to strive for. There we go. And I'm sure Adam will release a step-by-step.
I'm actually.
He's going to release something. I don't know if it's step-by-step.
I'm actually making appeals to the Olympic Committee to see if we can make this an actual competition. You know, obviously summer's out, but you know the Winter Olympics aren't too far away.
Well, Winter Olympics would also add a kind of a challenge to that. But you know,
see if we can like get it to like the Jews to fly in the air high enough that it freezes. You know.
Well, no, because it can be cold, and for both people outside.
Oh no, if you're good at it enough, it heats up quick.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying. You know, it has a different level, like a water hazard on a golf course.
Just to twist your wrist as you're going out.
No, and that's why
we could have just kept this talking about Meghan Markle.
I'm waiting for you to get back, but no, you haven't changed
yourselves to blame.
Oh,
I blame Wayne.
Why do you blame me? What did I do?
Nothing, and that's the problem. You're supposed to stop us.
No, I'm not stopping. I'm just letting it roll.
So we've got
she's on the
Harry going to town with the young lady. That's nice. I'm sure dear old Dad's happy about it.
I don't know if Dad's happy about it. It's not his cousin, so got to keep the blood.
I'm sure her dad's happy about it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Oh yeah, his dad's like, fuck yes.
It is weird though. Like I like that show, but it's not a particularly well known. Like it's on a non-major net. I mean, I guess USA is
USA is a major network.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like NBC or HBO or something like that. It's like it's USA.
Well, HBO is really not a network. It's just a company that owns 50 movies. They just play over and over again.
Well, in any case. It's pretty interesting that like this just random actress he happens to, and again gorgeous, absolutely
you know what if she's
in my zone,
she's probably very nice, and so why wouldn't that's a nice mix, I think, because I think last time Prince Harry and I hung out, we just sat around and talked, he seemed really down to earth, and it's very cool. So there you go.
That's one celebrity I don't believe you've ever met.
No, I've never met, but what I was doing was using Wayne's lying voice to see if you could catch it.
I didn't.
My lying voice?
Yeah, because yours goes really low when you're talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yours is the real high one. That's true.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Nothing.
You know what it is?
What are you talking about?
It's inflection.
Yeah, it's inflection, all right. It's more like infection.
So, speaking of infections, Halloween.
I thought you were going to start talking about Michael Douglas.
No, not yet. But
I thought
that would have been a good lead-in.
Yeah, that would have been a much better segue than Halloween. What did y'all do on Halloween?
Bro,
I think Adam's having a stroke.
I asked you what y'all were doing on Halloween.
Yeah. Well.
I worked part of the time.
Also, by the way, strokes apparently run in my family, so perhaps not the funniest joke.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't the funniest joke. But you didn't realize that your electro robot voice was going on there?
No.
Yeah, you robot voice. That's why I said that, because I was like, I have no idea what he's saying right now. It sounded. It's very weird. But anyway, Halloween. Did you dress up?
I went to bed at 7, to be honest with you.
Wow.
That's really not very in the spirit, is it, Adam? I almost forgot your name.
Well, Halloween was on a Monday.
Well, that's the traditional Halloween day. Monday, Halloween.
Is it?
It's a night of horror. It's a day of horror.
Why don't you explain to us how that tradition came about, Rum?
It came about because they're both awful times. Nighttime horror, scary. Wake up in the morning after Sunday, you're like, fuck, I gotta go to work. Ugh, scary. Goes hand in hand. So they thought, hey, Halloween, Monday. Nailed it.
Ugh, scary.
I was kind of hoping for like you would have one.
Yeah, I need a few more minutes to elaborate on that, but I wasn't going to take the time.
Oh, scary.
I was really hoping for a pun at the end of that.
Well, what's really funny is Rum brought this up and he has nothing to contribute.
Well, I asked you a question. No one answered me. Adam said he went to bed at 7. That leaves another person in this conversation, doesn't it?
Well, you were talking. You were going, scary. So I didn't say anything.
Well, it never stopped you before. So what'd you do?
Well, I was being polite this time. How about that? You like that? You want me to be polite to you?
Hold on. Yep. Let me get my pen so I can mark it down.
You need to write it down because this is official business here.
So no, but you had the baby and everything.
Yeah,
what did y'all do?
Yeah, so we went out to Caitlin's grandparents' house. And and we actually took the baby for his first trick or treat. Which was very interesting because, he started off strong, dude. He was fucking hardcore, He was even kind of walking a little bit on his own, kind of dicking around, looking around, and then he did his first, stood in front of this lady with his little bucket.
That's awesome.
And stood there and kind of just stared at her. And she was like, "You want some candy?" And he's like, "I don't know you."
I'm not supposed to take candy from strangers.
That's not necessarily what that means. The kid does tend to stare at people.
Yeah, no. But then he looked
probably
over,
passing gas or something.
He looked over at me, and he looked over at his mom. Then he looked at this lady, and he was like, "All right, I guess I could take this shit." And he kind of just stood there and let her put the stuff in the bucket. He did that twice. We got 2 houses we went to. He actually stood up. The rest of the way, he was in his stroller. And then he basically, after about a block and a half, we were just strolling a sleeping baby around, getting candy. Yeah. We're like, trick or treat. I'm sorry, he's sleeping, but we'll take the candy.
We had some very odd adult trick or treaters.
Really?
Yeah, we had a lot of adult trick, more so than kids. I would say, I would say it's almost 50-50 or at least 40-50. Wait, that's only 90.
Was that the ages?
60-40. Yeah, math. Fuck it.
Were that the ages of the people? That'd have been great.
I was gonna say a lot of them were 30 plus. They were coming out the door.
Wow.
And they're like, "Whoa, you're a big kid."
What are you supposed to be? A homeless man.
Then of course you get a few of them. I don't know what this fucking trend was that people can't. You're gonna go trick or treating. Put on a fucking costume, paint your face, do something.
Right? Yeah.
Don't come over. Don't knock on my door going, "Hey, I got 2 kids at home that couldn't come trick or treating. Nice candy."
Did you really get the one that said trick or treat?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
that's pretty racist against California Valley girls.
It is. It is absolutely, and that's exactly what it was. A California Valley girl. Trick or treat.
Did they drag it out? Did they drag it out? That was great.
I think if a grown ass adult shows up to your door trick or treating, you should make them sing the trick or treat song.
No, I think you're allowed to kick them in the pussy. I really do.
I told Amy. I said, "Did you give her candy?" She said, "Yeah, just so she'd go away." Gave her some candy. I said, "We have a whole basket of Tootsie Rolls here." I would have said, "Oh no, here we go. Let me see that Tootsie Roll," and make her dance for it.
No.
Kick her in the vagina.
Well,
speaking of kicking,
in the middle of the Tootsie Roll, you do that.
Yeah.
You're not expecting that.
You stupid bitch.
Speaking of kicking someone in the vagina.
Ooh, you have a vagina kicking story?
No, but I wish it did. No, remember that story? There was a video that went viral of this poor doofus who made a joke to a woman where he was like, "My name's humongous."
Oh yeah, I remember that poor bastard.
And the woman starts screaming at him.
Yeah, saying that she he sexual harassed her and
right.
Yeah, this is mental
and he was
rape.
just like, "What the fuck did I walk into?"
Yeah. That poor boy, that poor dude.
I mean, granted, his joke was stupid.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
you should be embarrassed about that. But the video is just utterly disgusting. Well, that woman apparently was sick of people making fun of her and made at least 2 videos where she explained that you are oppressing her because she's a woman, and you know, like I don't know, all kinds of social justice warrior bullshit. And the first video I didn't watch. The second video I watched like 3 minutes of it, and the second is her essentially responding to women with brains pointing out that she was a cunt.
Nice.
And she was explaining that these women are, I guess, I don't know how to put it, like brainwashed.
They're under,
by
they're
men.
Under mind control.
They don't understand that they're oppressed.
She doesn't really understand the word.
No,
oppression.
she doesn't, dude. No,
she can't. I don't know if she I'm sure she used it at some point. I didn't watch the whole thing, but the point is the woman had enough gall that she was like, "I'm not going to take this," and which is funny because it's not like people would recognize that woman unless they knew her personally.
Right.
You know, like I actually thought it was a white woman that did this. It's apparently like an Indian woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
know what? That's crazy, dude. Because I would have never guessed that.
Well, you don't get a good look at her in the video.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the video is not that good to begin with. Like it's a cell phone video. Mostly, you get his again doofy looking face. You know, but it's pretty funny. I almost shared it in Dude League, and I was like, well, let me rephrase it. It's not really funny. It's pretty sad.
It is sad, dude.
Why I didn't share it, because I was like,
this woman is a pain and just
disgusting. They weren't oppressing her because she was a woman. They were making fun of her because she was a dumbass. Completely different.
Which one of y'all posted that video? This is completely different between the rape lady, but the video of the stripper and the beer.
Oh, that was me.
Dude, did you actually sit down and watch that?
No, I don't have the stomach to.
Holy shit! It is.
Oh, when she puts the beer in her butt and farts.
It is the most incredible talent I've ever seen in my life.
Leave it to Wayne to call that a talent. I call it a natural body. Function that is
dude.
Blocked by beer.
If you watch it, she puts this funnel in her rectum.
Really? You had to use the clinical term. Okay.
Well, all right.
Couldn't have just said put a funnel in her butt.
Let me say asshole. I mean,
no, just butt. I mean, butt. Butt's fine.
Oh, I'm just being nice about things. Anyway,
you're going too many different layers.
She stuck this
on
thing.
this show.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck? She stuck it in her ass.
A clean family show, bro.
Yeah. Okay. And she proceeds to fill the bottle, this thing full of beer. But what impressed me was the fact that she drank it from her ass, basically. She pulled it down where some of it went inside of her. And you can actually see the...
See, just so you know, this is exactly why I didn't watch that fucking video.
Dude, look,
basically, she gave herself a beer high colonic.
Yeah, dude, the fucking funnel comes down. Like, it actually goes... It's so fucking incredible. Like, she doesn't use her hands at all. It just sucks in. And then she pulls the thing out and spins in a circle and shoots beer all over people with her asshole.
Well, you do realize that people drink beer through their assholes these days, right?
Yeah, I know. But usually it's more like they use
that sounds like I'm making a joke, like I'm being like, oh, you do realize that,
No, it's true.
But no, yeah, people do that. It's actually quite dangerous.
Yeah, because you can die.
Idiots. Those people need to not live anymore because they're just breeding and breeding bad. We don't need the bad. So, just saying.
But, yeah, so it was
really hoping that would turn into another speech this week.
No speeches. messages.
It was really strange, but I'm glad you posted it because I actually sat down and watched it.
I only shared it because Travis Email's
bachelor party
is this Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was joking because I'm pretty sure we're not going to any strip clubs, which I'm kind of thankful for. It's not really.
No, so who's going to be spinning around with beer in their butt? That's what I want to know, though.
Probably.
Probably Email.
Yeah, Email.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or that was just a taste of things to come.
No, don't want to taste that. No.
Yeah, come and tasting. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Nick.
Well, given that crowd, I actually were you part of the
that gigantic group message?
Yeah, where it was 30 minutes of dudes talking about sucking each other off.
I was like, how did this start off as, hey guys, we're having a bachelor party this weekend. I didn't know if you guys know. I'm inviting you all.
That's so bizarre. Why would you even start that?
Oh, wait, and then it ended up with a bunch of dudes talking about basically raping Travis and sucking off each other. And I'm like, what the fuck am I involved with?
Yeah, I shut off my I put my text messages on silent.
Yeah, we'll never run for office.
And then the dude.
You'll think about it sometimes.
And then the weird thing is, then they tried to jump all over Adam, and I'm like, Adam didn't say anything.
Well, no, what happened was, so oddly, half hour before that happened, there was another
oh, that's right, you did
text
say
message where. There's this ongoing. I mean, the audience doesn't know Josh, but
right.
But you do, and Rum's talked to him online as well.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's a nice.
Well, most people wouldn't describe him that way, but thanks. No, him and a friend of his, Dustin. There's always this joke about their bromance, and their wives are. Actually, it's oddly Brokeback Mountain-ish. Their wives are just I guess they're going to go off or whatever. And
the wives are kind of accepting the inevitable future.
It's a joke, but it's a joke that sometimes gets oddly uncomfortable. I
know I am.
So there was a group text message, because Josh is moving back to Louisiana, and Dustin was like we'll be able to be together during Christmas and all the, and it got weird, and
I would say so.
So then later on, when I'm getting all these texts about sucking each other off, I'm just like, it's really weird that I keep getting these group texts about dudes blowing each other today. And they were I think it was Derek Donovan that said, yeah, sounds pretty suspicious to me. And I was like, yeah, of course, y'all just spent the last 30 minutes talking about blowing each other, but yeah, it's my fault for walking into it.
Right, yeah. Oh, that was weird. I was like, why are they all over him when all they've been talking about was putting each other's dicks in their mouths? I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Because it's kind of a weird version of gay chicken. It's they're
chicken?
You've never heard of gay chicken?
What is it? Does it go, bok, bok, bok?
No, seriously, you've never heard of gay chicken?
No.
Gay chicken is where two guys,
fuck.
two supposedly two supposedly straight guys try to make each other as uncomfortable sexually as possible.
No, I don't want to play
until one of them box.
Bok, bok, bok.
Ah. You've never heard of that?
No. I think it's something probably localized to that area.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's localized.
Dude, that even sounds like something like something wrong with you. No, I really think that's localized. Right. I guarantee you, Rum has done it.
I've never done this. No, I have not.
Me? Oh, I know. I know. I've done.
I've never done that.
Any interactions with gay chicken he's had is probably literal.
No, I've never even heard of it. I've never done it. Just talking about this is very uncomfortable to me. So whoever would initiate it would already win. I'd be like, okay, whatever, get it done. Good, whatever.
Really, you don't know what gay chicken is?
I have no idea. I don't care. I just think maybe a Rhode Island Red with good fashion sense. I don't know.
The Rhode Island Red sounds like a gay sex move.
That's so fucking funny. A Rhode Island Red.
Oh my God, fellas! He gave me a Rhode Island Red last night. And
Jesus!
Okay, no, not happening. And moving on. Hey, you want to talk about the election, Wayne?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rum. I don't know. I could have swore you should know what gay chicken is, Rum.
I really think it's. No one else has heard about this but you guys.
No, you know what chicken is, right?
Oh yeah, you get in a car and you run at each other until the first person swerves and they're chicken.
Well, there you go. It's kind of like that.
No, it's absolutely nothing like that.
No, it really is.
It is absolutely nothing like that.
Sure it is.
Well, sure there is, because if you both fail to
yield
get chicken, then there's a big crash.
Yeah.
No, there is no crash. It is a metaphorical crash. You're not crashing with your spirit. This isn't fucking 1966 hippie thing. It's just if you crash in a car, you probably
Spirit,
die.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I call it my meat hammer.
Yeah, is that what you call it? I have a meat hammer. It's called tenderizer, and it's in my drawer, and it's got little nubbies on the one side. I beat your shit out of it. Yeah.
Poor Amy.
Yeah.
Did you say because that was awesome.
I did.
You sounded tough, Rum.
I did. I was tough, man.
You were, dude. You were.
You know, I was trying. I had to hold some of it back.
I bet you did.
Because you don't want to. When you're in that sort of situation, you don't want to show all your cards. Mm-hmm. So there you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, people.
I don't really think.
Not even God knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, God. Yeah, which one? Yeah,
he went there.
So the country music television station CMT pissed off quite a lot of its fans today.
Oh, really? Why?
What did they do?
Country music has this thing over the last it's been more than a decade, but more and more as the years go by, where they're kind of like I was going to say the comics industry, but I guess a better explanation would be the cell phone industry, in that they seem to care less and less about their customers that they already have, and they're really concerned with getting people that they don't have, even if it costs them the people that are currently fans.
Like selling out.
Yes, they want to keep bringing in pop stars and R&B stars that have nothing to do with country, and many of whom aren't that talented. So their new thing is the CMT Awards are, I guess, in a couple days, and it's a big deal over in Nashville and for country fans.
Sure.
Well, so apparently now Beyonce is going to be singing a song at the CMT Awards.
What is she going to do?
Probably, insult police officers or something.
All right, I'm to being honest, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm not really big into country, but why the fuck does the Country Music Awards have so many awards?
There's no real answer for that.
Every 2 months, there's another fucking award show.
I understand. There's no real answer for that. They're different. They're different
divisions, different companies.
Okay.
You would have the Capitol Music Awards. You would have the different Capitol's their own entity. You have Disney Country Music Awards. They have that now because they've really pushing the Disney country thing right now. But they really, if they're going to do that with certain markets, they should do it with all the markets.
For the record, I'm a huge country fan. I have no idea what either one of those award ceremonies Rum just mentioned are.
The Capitol or the Disney Country Music Awards?
No, I've never heard of either one of those.
Well, they started the Disney Country Music Awards last year because Radio Disney now has their own country station. And they actually are supporting young country artists. I'm giving you the hip, man. This is what it is.
The hip, the hop.
The hip.
When did you have that replaced?
The hippity, the hip hop. You don't stop.
Well, either way, there's no real answer to that except that they are different organizations. It gets confusing though because there's the CMT Awards, which CMT is a channel.
Right. I know that.
There's the CMA Awards, which is the Country Music Association, And then there's the ACMs. So the CMAs and the ACMs are the ones that are most confusing, but ACM is the Academy of Country Music.
Right.
I don't know what these I know what CMT does, obviously, but
yeah, they're a television station.
I don't know what the difference is between CMA and ACM. I don't know what those organizations do.
Well, one's Country Music Association, and one is
Association of the Country Music Awards.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you repeating everything I just said.
Yeah, I was letting you know.
He's just helping out. He's lending that hand out for everybody else that's on.
That's right.
Listening.
Yeah, he's just narrating for people that are like.
I'm like the sign language guy.
Without the sign language.
I'm speaking like micro machine man fast. So like you have to. Right. You're old and you have to slow it down for everyone.
So what Rum is saying? No.
So, but yeah, there's no good reason for that. The only good thing about it is that means that there's a lot of essentially they're big concerts. Like nobody really cares.
Right. Nobody cares.
First of all, a lot of the same people win every year. So
plus, it's just an excuse to design another award so these people have something else to walk around with. Going, ooh, I've got this on my credentials. Ooh, I got this one.
I mean, that's what they do on every other genre. I mean,
it's like, ooh, I got a Tony Award. Why? You weren't in anything to get a Tony Award. I know, but I got on eBay.
Who the fuck is Tony?
Tony? It's Tony Danza.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just it's like the Who's the Boss Award.
In the 90s, I won the Tony Award.
Really? Because I got mine from Tony Shalhoub.
That's great. See what I did there? Went Tony Tiger.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah.
I had to specify because some of these people wouldn't know.
Yeah. Welcome to the most awkward.
This is like some silence here. What happened? What happened?
Just edit it all together.
We've had more awkward moments than this.
Yeah, we've actually had an awkward moment. I remember with one guest. That was insane.
Which one? Was it the one that kept...
I don't want to say who it was, but you know who it was, because it was like...
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm very curious.
All right, well, I'm just going to give you some cliff notes.
Give us hints.
I'll give you hints.
It's someone who probably listens to the show?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
So...
Is it Art?
No. Just listen.
Here comes the hints.
Here's the hints. So, you've been playing for a long time. You've got a new album coming out? Yeah. You've been working on it a while?
I know. All right. I know who it is. I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't know who it is at all. Was I on this episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, completely know who you're talking about, and I'll bring that up later. But anyway,
you know what I remember was an awkward interview?
Huh.
Remember when we had
No, I don't.
Evan Rabelais on, and Rum kept asking him if he was a prop comic?
Yes.
I asked that one time because a lot.
No, you brought it up repeatedly.
No, I said it maybe once or twice. That is it. I actually said it once. Then you said, you know what? Not all comics use props, Rum. I said some do, like Carrot Top. That was it. That is all I said. But then
the first comedian that we've ever had on this show.
No, but it was like the fifth. My head.
That was just something Rum needed to know.
I needed to know that. And apparently asking that question, according to Adam, was, you shouldn't have asked if he's a prop comic. I was like, why? Does that insult prop comics?
I figure he would have mentioned it if he used props.
No, I mean, comics don't go, hey, I use a lot of props. No.
Sure they do. If they use props, they'll mention it.
No, they don't. Carrot Top never goes on TV going, yeah, when I go in there. That's my Carrot Top.
Wow, you almost sound like Carrot Top.
When I go down there and I got my bag, and I get on stage.
Well, why do you sound like Black Carrot Top?
I don't know.
That sounds black?
Yeah,
dark chocolate ginger.
He was throwing down like some, when I go down there, it sounded like a black guy. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
I don't know.
My bad, fuck.
But anyway, I asked the question one time, and now when Adam tells the story, it's, I repeatedly berated this guy about props.
It was just very uncomfortable.
You know what's uncomfortable?
The prop in your ass.
You just nailed it, yeah.
My bad.
But anyway, anyway, moving on.
So,
back to you, Wayne.
Back to me, right? All right. How am I supposed to pull this back together? This is just ridiculous. It's kind of like the Mandela effect.
Oh my God!
What?
Yeah, Adam.
What?
I thought you didn't want to talk about that because apparently I was a part of the conversation.
Apparently, you don't know when there's a good segue here.
You know what's hilarious? Me not remembering this perfectly works with the Mandela effect. Maybe it's real.
Maybe it is real.
Maybe it is.
Tell us what you were saying about the Mandela effect.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
Tell us what the Mandela effect is. For
I heard this on a podcast I was listening to today. So apparently the Mandela effect is this idea that, we all have sort of shared memories of certain things.
We're like ant people.
The examples that were listed that I heard were, okay. Remember the books from when we were kids about the bears?
Berenstain
Bears.
All right. So apparently, here's the weird thing about this example. So the guy kept saying, well, everybody calls them the Berenstain Bears. And I was like, no, I think
it's Berenstain.
The Berenstain Bears. Well, it's Berenstain.
Right.
Berenstain.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Berenstain.
It's Berenstain.
Pretty sure it's Berenstain.
Who's on first, motherfuckers?
You could be right, but you're not. It's Berenstain.
All right.
Because
looking it up right now.
Berenstain is Jewish.
So they're Jewish bears?
Yeah, they're Jew bears.
Oh, okay.
They were Jewish bears.
No.
Like Jew bees.
Like Eddie?
Like what?
Like Eddie.
That's
Jew Bear. I'm sorry.
I always call it the Berenstain Bears.
All right, well, Berenstain just sounds dirty and like it's leaving a mark. You don't want to do that. But anyway, either way, keep on with your story.
Well, so there was that one.
Well, there you go.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the article right now. Some of the other ones were, okay. Do you remember the I Love Lucy?
Yes, I remember.
Do you remember the famous phrase that Ricardo always said to Lucy?
Lucy,
yes.
I'm home.
Yeah. Lucy, I'm home.
No. Maybe, but it's not the one that we were going for.
Wait.
Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
Oh, yeah, the explaining to do one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah.
Well, apparently he never once in any episode ever said that.
Well, that's a lie.
I'm just explaining to you. I don't know.
I know. I'm just saying. But, I mean, that's a good explanation. But
okay, there's also
that.
So there's little things like that. So there's in Silence of the Lambs, everyone remembers him saying, "Hello, Clarice," but he never said that in the movie. Another example that wasn't mentioned, but I'm assuming is and it actually perfectly illustrates why one of the reasons that the Mandela effect is bullshit. I guess I'll just explain it. The idea is that so at some point someone went back in time and is interfering with our timeline, and that's why we remember things that didn't happen. This is an actual theory that people have.
It was based off that concept of that new supercomputer that I was telling you about. What is it, the Hive or whatever it is called? That they're pumping. I said a couple episodes ago about it's costing something like $1 billion for a base model, and they're saying this computer does everything it basically thinks, but it also is a little bit more intelligent than it needs to be, and it seems to be able to alter things that are, that we're bombarded with on a daily basis, that is changing our concept and our memories of our past. So, yeah.
I don't really remember you saying that. I don't remember anything. Which plays into the idea of the Mandela effect. But the main reason that this is stupid is because it only seems to affect pop culture shit. Like, it's not, actually, supposedly it's also like stuff that you remember as a little kid that didn't really happen. But the thing is, like, and this is the problem with conspiracy theories, they're always very easily explainable. Like, for instance, the Lucy got some explaining to do. I'm pretty sure that was from a comedy bit that someone did.
It is. It's from like something someone did off of like maybe Saturday Night Live or one of those type of things.
That actually was. I would watch that with my grandmother. He actually said that at least in one episode. I know he did.
All right. Well, I mean, either way. But the point is, here was another one. Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in Empire Strikes Back. Everybody remembers it as saying, "Luke, I'm your father," but it's actually the line is, No, I'm your father.
No, that's not right either.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
It's yes, it is. What's the line then?
Ever since I was a kid, it has been
in the 1930s.
Luke, I am your father.
No, it's not.
No, you're not. Because then he goes, no, you're not. It's crying like a little bitch. It's Luke, I'm your father.
I will reach through this fucking phone. The line is,
okay,
no,
if you look deeper into this, listen to me. If you look deeper,
the fucking line. Okay, so he goes, Obi-Wan never told you who your father was, and he says, he told me enough. He told me
I am your father.
And he responds, no, I am your father. That's the fucking line. Fuck you.
No,
don't ever fucking question.
No, it isn't, dude.
I will shove a fucking.
And I have proof of it. I have proof of it. They interviewed James Earl Jones about this.
No proof.
James Earl Jones asked him about the line.
I watched it like a week ago.
I'm telling you, James Earl Jones, two separate interviews. Here's your Mandela effect. Two separate interviews, right?
Hey.
First, listen to me.
Hey, you know what?
Look at this. Is why no one can finish a story, Adam, because you keep interrupting.
The actual fucking movie.
I'm just telling you, it is the line, because when this thing came up with this quote-unquote Mandela effect thing, it was, and then they asked him, so what was the line? He said exactly what you just said, but then they asked him when he was in the movie originally and said, what is your best line in the movie at playing Darth Vader? He said, the best line in the movie is when I get to turn to Luke and go, Luke, I am your father. Yeah.
I wish someone would play gay chicken with your mouth right now.
Yeah. And what about C-3PO and that fucking silver leg bullshit?
Yeah, he only had a silver leg in the second movie.
Yeah. But apparently he had it in the original. What? No, he didn't.
He did not.
He did not. That's what I'm saying. But they're saying, oh, he's always had the silver leg. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He did not. No. And they made recreations of the original poster with him with a fucking silver leg. Like, what the fuck are you people doing? I hate them. Fucking idiots. Trying to fuck with my livelihood and childhood and all the other hoods. Robin Hoods and
whores.
Hoods.
I hate you so much.
Fucking hoodies. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. All right, look. So this was an interesting episode.
Oh, one more thing. You know why they call it the Mandela effect?
Why?
Because this all started when there was a book published that said that Nelson Mandela died.
Correct.
But
he really hasn't been dead.
According to most people, he didn't die. I think he did die, and this is a lookalike. Or he's a Mandela from another fucking thing, because I could have sworn...
Mandela did die, but it was within the last 10 years.
Well, I remember when I was younger, the reason I brought this up, and they use this example. Do you remember the magazine called Cracked Magazine?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a cover of Cracked Magazine when he was released, and it was showing, unity and everything, and blah blah blah. And Nelson Mandela gets out and whatever and then it was showed like it was a split cover of him, that one, and then it was the other side of the cover was the guy, the little painter guy with the blonde hair, sitting on a chair on top of the world with his hand in his hands, talking about fallen heroes.
Did he have the whole world in his hands?
Well, I'm just saying that's the reason I think that the people thought he was dead.
No.
Anyway, the book that came out that said he was dead.
Now, you guys, you were talking about the Mandela effect and saying that, they say it's things that you remember as children. Remember you said that, Adam? You said it was like some people get confused
it's like,
as children.
You have a distinct memory of something,
Yeah.
and then you talk to like your mom, and they're like, no, that never happened.
Well,
Even in Tommy Boy, when he turns and looks or says it into the fan, he goes, I am your father.
Speaking of which, there was this thing that I would...
That was in the movie Tommy Boy.
But everybody says it.
You
That's
motherfuckers.
because they saw the movie Tommy Boy. It's not from fucking...
It's
All right,
from
guys.
Star Wars.
All right, guys. Look, I'm
so much.
trying to help y'all get away from that
Please
Star
do.
Wars thing here. Anyway, there was this moment that I remembered as a child that I would ask my mom about. The weird thing about it was I wasn't born when this happened. I remember where my mom lives, where I used to live, the house that we're moving into. The roads were made out of rock, like shell roads, and there was a giant canal dividing the two roads. Now, I remember that specifically, like vivid, But
how do you know you didn't just see a picture?
This is the thing, is I've never seen an actual photograph of that I can recall. But as a child, I remember that all the way to now, and I still, in my head, still see that there. And that
this is why the Mandela effect is bullshit.
Why?
Your brain sort of fills things in. Like
you're doubting Thomas.
What if I was just a time traveler, dude?
Yeah, then you should go back in time and make a lot of money because you got a kid to raise. No, your brain fills things in. Like it takes information and it sort of extrapolates subconsciously. It does that all the time.
Wayne's brain doesn't fill anything in.
Oh, fuck off. But it was just
that's not true. It filled in his girlfriend because he has a baby now.
That's right. It's just a weird coincidence that when you brought that up, I was like, wow, that's one of those weird things that I remembered as a child. And my mom was like, always told me that was the weirdest thing.
Maybe it was a past life.
Because I wasn't born.
Do you believe in past lives?
Not really.
Well, you should, because Rum's going to tell a bullshit story now.
No, I'm not going to tell any story. I was just asking a question. Because Adam's in a mood, and I don't want to. If he's in a mood, you don't want to talk about it. So.
Well, okay. Well, we have a few things.
You know what we should ask about my mood?
What's that?
Fucking Darth Vader. That's what we should ask.
He is your father. Anyway, look.
That's all he's going to say is he's your father.
Apparently he did an interview with Milli Vanilli.
So we have...
And he said some shit.
So we have 2 segments to end the show on. One... How should we end it? Should we do the editorial first and then go into the Full Metal?
Yeah, go ahead and do Gary's
I like the editorial idea.
All right. Well, our friend Uber Gary,
who, by the way, doesn't edit the show, so it's not really an editorial. He just has a little thing he wants to talk about.
He wants to. He's just calling. We're just calling editorials
he does
by
edit.
Uber.
He's just
Gary.
so good you can't even tell where it's been spliced.
Yeah. So he has a little editorial he wants to tell you people, and we're gonna play that right about now. From deep inside your mom and the MHOG Podcast Studios, it's time for...
Welcome to the very first editorial from the dashboard by Uber Gary. Welcome to Death Valley. Come this Saturday night, our precious capital, Baton Rouge, will be invaded by a former coach, a Crimson football team, and students and fans of such team. Do they really know what they're getting into? First of all, you coming into Death Valley at night, the hardest stadium in the SEC to play night games at for visiting teams. Then you have the impressive defense to go up against. You have to contend with a running back named Leonard Fournette, who's trying to get his name back in the Heisman Trophy hunt. And he's not the same Fournette you saw last year. Just ask Deontay Anderson. He was the Ole Miss safety that got famous for being ran through and over by Fournette. So ask yourself, Lawrence Jones and Ronnie Harrison, the 2 starting safeties for Alabama, do you want to be part of Fournette's Heisman highlight reel? You have all the new starting linebackers for this year. You've never been up against the combination of John David Moore and Fournette. Think about it. Moore's going to block one of you, while Fournette is going straight through that hole he created. Hit second gear, then touchdown. Also remember, we do not have the poor time management, grass-eating, bad play calling of a Les Miles anymore. We have a Bayou boy in Coach Orgeron, so watch out. Now in closing, to all the literate students of Alabama, fuck you. To all the literate alumni of Alabama, fuck you. To all the no-teeth inbred parents of Alabama students that has 11 fingers, 3 nipples, and one testicle, especially if you're a female, because you know the inbred parents are so hideous they can only marry and breed with their family members. Fuck you. To the university, and I use the term sparingly, fuck you. To your baseball team, fuck you. To your basketball team, fuck you. To your softball team, fuck you. And to your football team, fuck you and your gay ass elephant you rode in on. And a big fuck you to the midget of a coach you have in Nick Saban. And this has been Uber Gary with the editorial from the dashboard.
The views and opinions expressed in this editorial are those of Uber Gary and do not necessarily reflect the official views of the hosts and guests of the Metal Hand of God or the Metal Hand of God podcast.
Anybody that has any disagreements to this editorial, fuck off. Thanks. This has been Uber Gary.
All right, that was the editorial by Uber Gary.
Man, that was really interesting.
Yes.
I can't believe he said that. That was crazy.
Me neither, but it's different. It's something, we haven't spoken about on this
cool.
show.
I really kind of dug it. Good.
I was really surprised about the part about the aliens.
Yeah, me too, and the anal probes.
That didn't surprise me so much.
But don't wear the corduroy jumpsuits.
No, it causes a fire.
Yeah.
But
sound like badgers running.
all right. So now that is done, we did that little part. We also have the next installment of Full Metal Movie Review.
Ooh.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say fuck it and let it roll, and this will be pretty much the ending of the show.
Mandy's going to make it sexy. You watch. She's going to make it sexy. So listen very closely to the sexy nuances.
Before we go, I was your host, Wayne.
I am Luke Skywalker.
And I am your father.
I fucking knew that was going to be said. Enjoy this review, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, to keep it metal. Keep it metal. Keep it metal.
Hey guys, this is Ryan and Mandy, and we're here again with another Full Metal Movie Review.
Hey guys.
How you doing today, Mandy?
Good, how are you?
Besides talking over you, I'm doing real good.
My fault. Sorry.
All right, so we have a couple more movies today, huh?
That we do.
Okay, so the first one was your pick. Ladies first, of course.
Okay.
So it was called After.
Yep. I believe it came out in 2012, I believe. And it's supposed to be a fantasy thriller.
Yeah, on Netflix it says, after surviving a bus crash, Freddie and Anne learn that they are the only sole survivors in their small town of Pearl, population 2. So what did you think of it?
Well, it had a pretty interesting start. I know, like I said, I don't want to give too much of the movie away or anything like that, but it was interesting to see, her wake up and the armpit hair thing. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, overall, I think some parts probably could have been a little bit stronger. The ending could have been a little stronger for me, but overall, not a bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't the best thing I've seen, but it wasn't the worst. What it reminded me of a whole lot was someone that really, really liked Pan's Labyrinth a lot, kind of.
Yes. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
And, the evil incarnate, let's say, at the end of the movie was super cool. It was,
yes.
I wish that would have been in the movie a lot more.
Yeah, me too. Definitely agree with that. That character could have definitely been a lot stronger.
But as far as acting, it wasn't bad. No, it was pretty good.
Yeah, no. I thought so too. It was kind of neat to see how it, how the characters interacted with one another as far as, history goes. But yeah, I don't know. It's not a movie that I would probably watch again, but like you said, that and the reincarnation character is.
So it's not a movie you would watch, but you're not mad that you did watch it.
That's correct.
Yeah, because there's some movies I've watched,
Yes.
I'm like, why the hell did I do that to myself?
Yes. Yeah.
And usually after about 10 minutes, this movie's really, really going to suck. And I probably shouldn't watch it, but maybe it'll get better. And then at the end, you're like, oh, hell.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a train wreck by any means. It's definitely worth a first watch.
It's a bus
second
wreck.
watch, maybe not.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. It wasn't that bad at all. Okay, so the second movie we watched was called The Bloodlands. And it says a couple fleeing the London rat race snaps up a Scottish farmhouse for a song, only to find unexpected horrors awaiting for them in the night.
Okay, so this was your pick. So what'd you think?
I liked probably 85% of the movie. I really liked the characters. They were relatable. And it was well acted. It was a bit slow maybe at first, but you really didn't care about it because it was so visually appealing. And it was just really well shot and really pretty, in my opinion.
Yep.
Once the action picked up, I didn't know 100% what to expect, whether it was, supernatural stuff or, what was happening or what was going to happen.
Right.
I didn't hate it. It was, like I said, 85% good. I maybe hated the end a whole lot.
Yes.
What did you think?
I probably liked it around 65%. I liked the cinematography on it as well. I thought that was really well done. I liked the house and the setting and everything like that. And I do agree, it just had a really slow build. And I guess I was expecting something a little bit more out of it. Mm-hmm. But the characters were actually really relatable, and I kind of felt like I was there too in some places. So, but yes, the ending definitely needs a little bit of improvement, I think.
I liked the whole thing up until like the last 10 minutes maybe. And then I was like, why? Why'd you do that to me? Now,
yes.
Some people are going to love it.
Yep.
Some people are going to be, oh, that's awesome, everything's great. But I was kind of like...
definitely. Yeah, I guess I found the ending, like the last, 3 minutes of the movie odd.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was like they had I don't know, this isn't going to give too much away, but to me it was like they had a test audience that watched the movie and said, let's make the ending a little bit happy.
Maybe.
It's like, stop. It's supposed to be a freak out movie a little bit. But.
A little bit, yes. And for those of you that don't know, I did have a little trouble finding it on Netflix. It is under the Bloodlands, but it is also under White Settlers.
Yeah, well, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yes. Yep. Because when we picked the movies, I went to go and get it, and I couldn't find it. So, but I found it under the additional name of White Settlers. But, overall, I'd probably say 65% for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though.
Yeah, I'd actually probably
give it a second run just in case.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I'm
not saying I'd put it in my collection. I might. Wait at the end and never really tell anybody that I owned it.
There you go.
I like the cinematography that much.
Yes.
The story was good up until a point, but I mean, It really is probably for a lot of people, just not probably myself.
Right. I think I'm with you though. I mean, the cinematography was really good. So, I felt like you were there. You know, it just a little bit more relatable setting, I guess.
Yeah.
So
we're doing good. We haven't found a movie yet that we absolutely hated, and I'm looking forward to that. It's going to happen.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely. I am sure I'm going to be like, what was that?
Now I like the thing incarnation of whatever in your movie, the best out of everything we saw on those movies, though. I mean that just for the price of admission alone is probably worth watching it.
Definitely.
It seriously reminded me of Del Toro.
Oh, did it really? Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, it just reminded me of something he would have thought of. Maybe not executed as good as he would have, but anyway.
Yeah. But actually, that section had a really nice build to it, though.
Mm-hmm. It really did.
Yep.
All right, so I guess that's going to wrap up this Full Metal movie review. Anything you'd like to say?
Just that I look forward to the next movie, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to our review and look forward to listening to more.
And if you guys have any movies you think we need to watch, go ahead and leave them in the comment section or send them in, and we'll try to find them and review them for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it for today, and we'll talk to you next episode.
Back to you guys.
So metal that we speaking your refrain. Adam stories got a point, and if you let them explain, here's the pun of all puns, get a plan with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Oh yeah!
Okay then.
That's it.